Hello there, good evening and a warm welcome. This is Rupavahini News.
Hello there, very good evening indeed and a warm welcome. I'm Sharma Screenis.
Now for those in more in detail, we start off with a look at local news. President Mahinda Rajapaksa assured that despite challenges, the country will be developed uninterruptedly. He said that the government has to spend time and energy for responding to challenges at a time the country is being developed after defeating terrorism. He emphasized that, however, challenges will be faced fearlessly in performing duties for the country. The President made these comments addressing a Pinkam ceremony held at the Patiraja Pirivena Rajamahaviharaya in Agalavatta yesterday. The Pinkama was organized to felicitate Venerable Pimbure Sri Udita Thero, who has been appointed as the new Mahanayaka of the Sri Kalyani Samagri Dharma Mahasangha Sabhava of the Shampala Mahanikaya of the Mahaviharaya. The Venerable Thero also functions as the chief incumbent of the Patiraja Pirivena Raja Mahaviharaya in Agalavatta and Sri Sudharma Rama Ubaya Mahaviharaya in Mathugama. The President addressing the function held that the Venerable Sri Udita Thero is successfully performing his responsibilities for the Sasanaya and the nation. The President said the Mahasangha of the country has courageously come forward to protect the country at all times when there were threats and challenges to the country. The President speaking further said that today the country is facing an era of challenges. He said that when a peaceful atmosphere has been created after defeating 30 years of terrorism, and when the people are living freely and independently, and when there is no fear and suspicion for living amongst the people, there are various threats and challenges faced internationally. At present, it has become necessary to attend sessions in Geneva every 6 months. He said that a period has come in which the government is forced to respond to various challenges than working for the country. The President assured that while providing fitting responses to the threats and challenges, the development of the country will be carried forward uninterruptedly. Memorabilia was also presented to the Venerable Pimbure Udita Thero at the function. The classical volume of the Puja Pimbure Udita Abhinanda Bhakti Anjali was presented to the President. The Anunayaka of the Malvatta chapter, Dr. Venerable Nyanagoda Vidisatiri Thero, and the Chancellor of the Sri Javadhan University, Professor Venerable Bellangvila Vimalaratna Thero, the North Central Province Sanganayaka of the Sri Kalyana Samagri Dharma Mahasangha Sabhava, Venerable Aludgama Bogamuye Saddarsana Thero, also delivered Anusasana. Several members of the Mahasangha, including Venerable Dr. Ittapane Dhamma Lankara Anunayaka Thero, Ministers Kumara Velgama, Mahinda Samarasinghe, Nirmala Kotalavala and Rohit Abekudavardhana and several others attended the function.
A documentary program produced by the world-renowned journalist Jenny Randall on rebuilding Sri Lanka is being broadcast over the national Rupavahini from 9 p.m. today. The documentary depicts the development achieved by Sri Lanka in the post-humanitarian operation period. This program will be aired through Channel I at 10 p.m. today.
It has become clear that media reports about 4 children of a family who consumed boiled bitter gourd unable to bear hunger are totally false. Certain media reported yesterday and today that this family had consumed boiled bitter gourd continuously for 5 days. The reports indicated that this family from Vilachia in Anuradhapura had suffered from hunger for several days. It was also pointed out that the poverty of the family was the reason for this. On the instructions of the President, Minister S.M. Chandrasena sent a team of officials to the area today and inquired into the truthfulness of the reports. Accordingly, it has been found that the newspapers had published reports that had not been stated by the woman related to the story. R. Vinita Saliviratna of Vilachia said that when she was questioned, she was not aware whether it was from the newspapers or from other sources. She said she explained about eating bitter gourd for enhancing milk production. She said that she did not mention that she ate bitter gourd for 5 days. She said only that she ate bitter gourd for 1 day. This family is a monthly Samurdhi recipient. Minister S.M. Chandrasena assured that this family living in poverty will be economically strengthened. Minister S.M. Chandrasena said that he and the Chief Minister of the North Central Province sent a group of government officials to inquire into this story. As per information received by them, the newspapers has published an entirely wrong story. The minister said that arms giving is being carried out in Anuradhapura, and in such a situation, saying people remain in hunger is a conspiracy against the country to discredit the government in the eyes of the international community.
The Galle District Secretary Ravindra Hevavitharna said that during the last 8 years, more than 8,000 development projects have been implemented in the Galle District by the government at a cost of 4,500 million rupees. These huge development projects were implemented during the period from the year 2005 to the year 2013. The reconstructed Galle bus stand is the longest bus stand in Sri Lanka. The Galle railway station, which had been destroyed by the tsunami, was also reconstructed, conserving its ancient outlook. In order to expeditiously fulfill the people's needs, a new divisional secretariat office was also established in the centre of the Galle city. The development works were carried out preserving the beauty of the city. In addition to the Galle International Cricket Stadium, another fully fledged stadium is also being built at the Dadala area. The school network was also modernized with the objective of the educational development in the district. The road network of the district was also developed by carpeting the roads. Several projects in the sectors of the irrigation, water supply, community development, sports, health, housing and electricity have been implemented under the Jathika Savya and Gamanaguma programs.
We now bring you a special feature on the forthcoming provincial council elections. A rally of the United People's Freedom Alliance was held in Panadura yesterday. The people of the area were enlightened about provincial council elections. Minister Rohit Abeygunawardena was the chief guest. The coordinating office of the Sri Lanka Freedom Party of the Galle electorate was declared open. Minister P.S. Nagamage and parliamentarian Manusha Nanayakkara attended the function. The Sri Lanka Freedom Party's Akmiman Electorate Organisation meeting was held at Kitulampitiya this morning. Minister Nimal Siripala de Silva was the chief guest. It was organised by the chief organiser of the Sri Lanka Freedom Party for the Akmiman Electorate, parliamentarian Dr. Ramesh Patirana, Minister P.S. Nagamage, Deputy Minister Nishantha Muthuhettigama and parliamentarian Manusha Nanayakkara also attended the meeting. A seminar to enlighten the Sri Lanka Freedom Party supporters of the Akmiman Electorate was organised today. Former Southern Provincial Council member Dr. Venerable Baddegama Samithathero was the chief guest of this seminar. A public rally to ensure the victory of the United People's Freedom Alliance at the elections was held at Makandura in Mathura today. Minister Mahinda Yapa Abeyewardena was the chief guest, and the people of the area were enlightened about the Southern Provincial Council election. Several candidates who expect to contest election also attended. President Mahinda Rajapaksa inspected the artificial limbs manufacturing institution at Nagoda, Kalutara. The institution has also received international awards. The Avas Private Limited Company, under the leadership of Mr. Aruna Samaravikrama, manufactures artificial limbs for disabled people. This institution received the Presidential Award for the Best New Invention in the year 2005. It also received the silver medal for the best flexible artificial leg at a contest held in Switzerland, in which new inventions from 134 countries were presented. The President also inquired about the health status of the patients at the institution. Ministers Rohit Abeygunawardena and Nirmala Kotalavala and staff of Avas Private Limited also attended the occasion.
The Secretary to the Ministry of Defence and Urban Development, Gotabaya Rajapaksa, said that even after eliminating terrorism from the motherland, the country has to face challenges similar to the humanitarian operation. The government was able to establish peace in the country successfully amidst many local and foreign challenges. He said that a huge responsibility of maintaining that reconciliation rests with the armed intelligence units. The Defence Secretary made these comments participating in the function held to declare open the newly constructed Armed Intelligence Unit Regiment Centre at the Ranaviru Monument. The new Regiment Centre has been established in the Karandaniya area of Ambalangoda. The Secretary to the Ministry of Defence and Urban Development, Gotabaya Rajapaksa, said that if there is no correct intelligence information, no operation will become successful. He said that if the security of the post-war period is to be maintained, we should know everything that happened in the operation areas. He said the intelligence unit have a great challenge of performing their duties over 100%. They are responsible for maintaining the peace that has been established. The Defence Secretary declared open the two-story building of the Regiment Centre. It has been established in a land area of 90 acres. The Army was able to transform this forest area to a beautiful zone within a period of 2 years. The Ranaviru Monument has been constructed in memory of 64 valiant soldiers, including those who martyred for the motherland. The Defence Secretary offered the first floral tribute to the monument. The Army Commander Lieutenant General Daya Ratnayaka, the Chief of the Intelligence Unit Major General Prasad Samarasinghe, a former officer of the Intelligence Unit, and the former Army Commander Lionel Balagalla also offered floral tributes to the monument. The Intelligence Unit, which was started as a small unit in Jaffna in the year 1981, was expanded up to the Intelligence Directors Board in the year 1989. 64 war heroes belonging to all communities, including Colonel Tuan Nizam Mutalif and Colonel T.R. Medin, got martyred during the operations. It was the belief of the Tiger terrorists that the main strategy of obstructing the intelligence operations was to assassinate officers of the intelligence unit. However, it was a special national service that was done by the Tamil, Muslim and other officers and other without any dispute. The heroic activities done by them and the intelligence information gathered by them will continue to be safeguarded as secrets. The parents, children, the relations of the martyred heroes and senior security personnel officials attended the function.
දූතරුවන් හා ළඟම ඥාතීන්ද යුද හමුදා ජ්‍යෙෂ්ඨ නිලධාරීහු රැසක්ද මේ අවස්ථාවට එක් වූහ.
Continuing with other stories at home, the 66th Independence Day celebration will be held on a grand scale on the 4th of this month at Kegol town. The theme of this year's celebration will be "Let us build a nation to win the world." The Independence Day celebrations will be made colourful with several parades and cultural events. More than 2,500 service personnel representing the Army, the Navy, the Air Force, the Police and the Civil Defence Force will participate in the parade. 55 differently abled soldiers will also participate at this parade. There will be a 21-round artillery gun salute, and the cultural pageant will be presented by 750 representatives from schools and cultural centres. The national anthem will be sung by Sinhala, Tamil and Muslim students of the Kegol district. At present, the rehearsals of these events are being held. The Independence Day celebrations will be held at the new Independence Mavata of Kegol town. The government spent 350 million rupees for the construction of this new road that has added glamour to the Kegol town. The government took steps to hold independence celebrations outside Colombo and make the people of rural areas enjoy the dignity of the Independence Day celebrations. Kegol has now received this privilege this year.
The reconstructed Veluvanaramapuram multi-storied housing project in Vellavatta, Colombo was vested with the people today by Minister Vimal Veeravansha. The government has spent more than 20 million rupees for the reconstruction work of this scheme. The housing scheme, constructed during the year 1978, has been renovated only after 36 years. The Mind the Chintana Future Vision Janasevana Nagamupuravara program contributed for the reconstruction. There are 136 housing units in this scheme. The roof, drainage system, water tanks and other facilities have been renovated. A new office was also established for the administration of the scheme. Addressing the function held in this connection, Minister Vimal Veeravansha said that it is the objective of the Western forces to hold the forward march of Sri Lanka. Minister Vimal Veeravansha speaking further said that the American embassy in the country is holding workshops to various groups to enlighten them on how the governments in the Middle East were toppled by using various social clubs. Facebook also is being used to advise the people how the government is in the Middle East were removed and the rule of Musharraf was disconnected by dragging the judges to the streets. The minister asked whether the United States wants by these activities. He said that what they want is to destabilize the country in Sri Lanka. When the country becomes embedded with unrest and fearful, they want to become mediators and peace promoters of this country. Minister A.H.M. Fauzi, the Colombo Municipal Council member Mohammed Muzamil and several others attended the function.
The new leader of the Janata Vimukti Peramuna will be selected tomorrow. The convention of the party will be held at the Sugatadasa Indoor Stadium tomorrow. The party leader Somwan Samrasinghe has decided to step down from the party leadership tomorrow. It is reported that he is expecting to leave for France once again. The internal sources of the JVP said that a new leader will be appointed by approval of proposals tomorrow. It is believed that the secretary of the party, Tilvin Silva, could be appointed as the party leader. However, several sections of the party are strongly opposed to his appointment. It is also reported that the Janata Vimukti Peramuna is attempting to appoint the party leader with general consensus. A spokesman of the party said that persons such as K.D. Lalkant and Bimal Ratnaik are also anticipating to become appointed as the party leader. Attention has also been focused on appointing a secretary to the party, someone who is not a parliamentarian, in the event of Tilvin Silva becoming the leader of the party.
The medical profession is a respectable employment in the world. Our indigenous medicinal system has a history of several thousands of years. During the Rajavaliya era, the physician was considered as a life giver. They received royal privileges at that time. We present today a story of one of these life givers. This physician, who has dedicated her whole life for serving the sick people, is a specialist doctor, Mrs. Vinita Ranjani Gunawardana. She performed her responsibility silently, upholding the Hippocratic pledge being given when entering the medicinal profession. Now this doctor is over 80 years of age. She entered the Kajuwata village of the Dimulagale in the Maveli Sea Zone as an event of destiny. She served voluntarily in this village for over 40 years. She went from house to house in search of sick people and provided treatment. Mrs. Vinita Ranjani Gunawardana never charged fees from her patients. Even pension payment was spent for the benefit of the sick people. Although she has passed 80 years of age and lived under the minimum facilities, she revealed a noble dream of hers recently. That was to teach English language for the children of the area free of charge. The attention of the Minister of the Health, Maithripala Sirisena, was focused on the problem of her vision to achieve this dream. She was successfully subjected to an eye operation and a medical checkup. It is the prayer of everyone that specialist Dr. Vinita Ranjani Gunawardana should get the health and strength to realize her dream of educating the English language to the village students.
America, in the meantime, has informed that they will further maintain trust and expectations on a program being implemented by Sri Lanka in respect of reconciliation. This was stated by the American Assistant State Secretary Nisha Biswal, explaining the steps that will be taken by the United States at the Human Rights Council sessions in Geneva. The American Assistant Secretary of State for South and Central Asian Affairs, who is on a visit to Sri Lanka, attended a media conference this evening. She said that the United States is expecting to bring a third proposal about Sri Lanka at the Geneva sessions. She said that, however, as it has been speculated by many parties, it is not possible to say that it will be a proposal relating to an international war crimes investigation. She pointed out that it is a policy of the United States to work in collaboration with Sri Lanka in respect of matters related to human rights. She said that America expects expeditious action relating to the accountability, human rights and reconciliation.
The international political analyst Dr. Dayan Jayatillaka said that challenges against Sri Lanka should be defeated through a joint program with friendly countries. He pointed out that through the Geneva Human Rights Council sessions, the Western countries have planned to provide a misinterpretation to the humanitarian operation, which was a true liberation struggle for Sri Lanka. Dr. Dayan Jayatillaka warned the Geneva proposals could endanger the independence of the country and the positive reconciliation being established between the South and the North.
Certain emotional and radical, militant nationalists in Tamil politics, influenced by Tamil Nadu and by the Tamil diaspora in the West, who will seek to put pressure on the moderate leadership of the TNA and the Northern Provincial Council and force the Council on the path of confrontation with the Sri Lankan government. They will be emboldened by a resolution into this kind of confrontational politics. That would be very serious.
Dr. Dan Jayathilaka recalled that it was possible to nullify the proposal that was written against Sri Lanka at the Geneva in the year 2009.
The government of Sri Lanka at the highest level should reach out to and consult our best friends in the international arena, Russia, China and Cuba, and seek their advice as to what should be done and request them to make an intervention in Geneva with an intermediate solution which can balance off the West but can also serve as a compromise formula.
Welcome back, and joining us on Sports News tonight is Nimesh. Good evening, Nimesh.
Good evening. Well, starting up the sports news, the first round of the double matches of the Asia Oceania Zone tennis match of the Davis Cup was played today. Philippines won their match against Sri Lanka in this tournament. Rajiv Rajapaksa and Harshana Godamana of Sri Lanka played against Ruben Gonzalez and Treat Hugh of Philippines. The scores were 6-1, 6-0 and 6-1. The singles and doubles will also play tomorrow. The matches are being played at Sri Lankan Tennis Association headquarters at Green Path, Colombo. Sri Lanka won the first match of the Under-19 three-match series against Australia. Batting first, Sri Lanka scored 262 runs for the loss of 8 wickets in their scheduled 50 overs. Kusal Mendis scored 103 runs. In reply, Australia was able to score only 167 runs. Harsha Rajapaksha took 3 wickets, while Tyrone and Lakshan took 2 wickets each. The match was played at CCC grounds in Colombo. The annual Royal Thomond Scotch tournament started yesterday. Royal College won the Under-19 match and the Under-15 championship. The matches were played at the indoor Scotch pitch at SSC grounds in Colombo.
With that, we wrap up today's bulletin of Rupavahini News together with Nimesh and Inura. I'm Sharon, wishing you a very pleasant night.
Good night.